So for those of you curious, this came in the mail today, and I don't know what it is, so let's open it. So we're just gonna snip, 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 snip. Oh. It's here. So for those who don't know, this is a DS that I got from China, of all places, AliExpress. And it says it's a real DS, so let's open it. You open it and just look how big, how thick this thing is. It has layers. It has layers like an onion. It has layers. And look, it opens up just like a DS. And if you look at it, it's basically a DS. It has the star, the select, the Y, B, X, A, the iconic D-pad, the speakers at the top, and the power button. Let's see if it powers on. So I did some more looking at it, and we have a green light to show that it's powered on for our Ogre Lord Shrek. And then, you close it up. And if you look at it, it looks like a DS Lite. And that's what it's supposed to emulate. But see, it's not a DS Lite. It's a DS Emile. And it's not a DS Lite. It's a DSML. And it has the number 2 slot, where if we pull it out, it has this cartridge thingy. And this is where, I'm not sure if you guys are even old enough to remember, but this thing plays Game Boy cartridges, Game Boy Advance cartridges, and you have the volume knob here at the bottom, and a headphone jack. We'll see if all of this works later, but look, it's still going. Let's see if it works. Oh my god. On, off, on. Ooh. So if we open this further, we'll see that it came with a Game Boy Advance SP charger, which is what the original DS used. And it also comes with a USB one. So it comes with not one, but 2 chargers. 2, just like the greatest film of all time, the greatest sequel, Shrek 2. So you may be thinking, okay, Diego, okay, we have the Shrek DS. We have the 2 cables that it comes with for only 40 American dollars. But what else do we need to experience the almighty glory of Shrek? And we need an SD card. This one I got for maybe $3, and it's, from AliExpress. I guess SanDisk exists over there in China, or this could be an elaborate fake. On top of that, we need, of course, an R4 card. Now, this bad boy was actually only $4, so I'm excited to see how that works. And then to test out the second slot, we need a Game Boy Advance game, and this one I have Mother 3 en français, croissant, just to practice my French. And then on top of that, to really finish this magnum opus, we need Shrek. Just look how many Shrek stickers I got. Who needs therapy or money when you have Shrek stickers? Just look at how many Shrek stickers I have. There's just so many of them that you can make a story, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, now that I can breathe. So after a lot of careful consideration, I'm gonna go with the Shrek Wazowski sticker, and this one where, he's kind of like, he just shat the bed, if you will. It was a tough choice, but I think this is the perfect stickers to embody a Shrek DS. So we finally got those glorious Shrek stickers on the Shrek DS. And so you're probably thinking to yourself, Diego, how does this thing work? Does it work? Does the PictoChat work? Does the download play work? Does Game Boy games work? What about, DS games? And I'm going to answer all those questions. So just sit tight and we're going to get to testing all of that. Okay, let's get removing that. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. Get that thing out. Oh, that's hollow. And you stick the Game Boy Advance game in, and it fits surprisingly flesh, you know? It's in there pretty good. And now we just power this thing on and she starts. Tap that and look at that. She detects it. Shrek detects the game. So for those of you wondering, the console comes with a stylus, and of course it's in that Shrek green, and you know, you don't want to really see my sausage fingers, you know, ruin this perfect console. So let's go ahead and start the game. And if you look, it works perfectly fine. So if you look, the Shrek DS is playing a Game Boy Advance game perfectly fine. And this says Le Chien Courageux et Intelligent, which means the intelligent and courageous dog. So, you know, it doesn't really matter the name. Of course, it's just going to give you Boney. And the buttons feel really nice. Like, these things feel like the soft kind of DSi touch that you see on these consoles. And it just feels great. Lucas, tu vas dormir encore longtemps? Allez, viens jouer. Lève-toi. Les dragons ont emmené leur bébé. Ils sont trop mignons. Dépêche-toi. See, it works great. And I'm super impressed because there's not a dead pixel on here. It looks great. It feels great. There's no lag or latency with any of this. It just feels amazing. So I got the R4 card all pumped up and we have a titular game ready to play. Not putting this in, put it in, put it in, put it in. And so we boot it up and there it is. It's reading as Deep Labyrinth. So go ahead and start that. What? So I loaded the R4 card up and here it is. It shows up as Deep Labyrinth. So let's see if it actually works. It works. Okay. So micro SD. And then we go to DS ROMs. Oh, my sausage fingers. See, this is why you use the stylus. And let's see if it plays. Oh yeah. Have Shrek on the Shrek DS. It's Shrek. It's Shrek and it works. And it works. Story. Mega challenge. Melee. Just like smash Melee. And look, it's working. It's working and we're gonna go with Shrek. And we'll just do that one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Ready, set, go!
This is the best day of my fucking life. I don't know who I want to win because it's both Shrek. I mean, I don't mind if I lose because Shrek wins. So far, so good. I mean, we have the Game Boy Advance slot working. It plays Game Boy games. And it plays DS games as evident by the R4. But now, we're going to see if it can handle my two favorite things in the whole world, Pokemon and Shrek. And just to give you guys an idea of how thick this guy really is, I mean, look, this is a new Nintendo DS XL, and this is the DS Mini, and it's just so much thicker. And then on the left here is just a DS Lite shell that I'm going to be swapping with a normal DS Lite, and look at that. It is so much thinner, the DS Lite, and it's not as big as the Shrek DS. Okay, so, you know, we're on the Shrek DS, and let's just join chat room. Hey. So we entered, and then... Oh, look at that, that's me! That's me! On the Shrek DS! So let's see what Oh! And it receives messages! Okay, so I wrote a fitting message, you know, and I'm just gonna go ahead and send it. And as you can see in the Pikachu DS, I got the message. Shrek is love. Okay, and so I Of course, a true Shrek believer in our Ogre Lord is going to send a message back. And I'm going to hit send. Oh. And it got it. It got it. We completed it. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Okay, so far so good. The Shrek DS has basically passed every single test. Now the last test that we're going to do is DS Download Play. Okay, so I have Mario DS loaded right here on the Pikachu 3DS. So let's do the Mario vs. Luigi. And, you know, the DS Download Play is working on Shrek here. So play with someone who doesn't have the game. And I'll be Mario. And let's see. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. Okay, this is happening. This is happening. Okay. Okay, this is some magic going on here. Okay, that was a lot faster than I anticipated. That happened like that. And so right now we're just waiting it to load even more. Okay, so as we wait, it loaded. And it fucking works. Okay, look at that. Jump, and then he works. See, it's working. Like, this thing is great. And I'm just Luigi on the Shrek DS because it's green, and then I'm Mario on the Pika DS because, you know, it's like the main character. And while we're at it, so we can hear that the speakers work great, but let's see if my KZ Pros can work in the headphone jack provided. Here you go, just stick it in like that, yeah. Oh, I think that means it's working. Okay, so I have my KZ in, the KZ Pros, and it's working. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'm not really sure where the microphone is on this. But yeah, I'm putting it, oopsie, I put it by the speaker so you can pick up on it. Anyway, long story short, it works. The headphone jack works too. And, you know, you got Mario and Luigi. And, I mean, it's working perfectly. It's working flawlessly. Okay, so I guess the last thing that we could really test is that microphone. And in true Dank Pods fashion, we're going to test it with a story.
So basically, I bought this DS from China, and it's not a DS Lite or a DSi, or even a 3DS or 2DS, it's a DS ME. And I'm just testing it right now, and I bought this for $40, and so far it's looking pretty good. I gotta do the final test, and yeah, that's yeah.
So after playing around with it a little more, you know, it works great. It's a normal original DS and some fake, you know, DS Lite shell. But aside from that, everything works. The Game Boy games work. The DS games work. The PictoChat works. The Download Play works. I mean, I don't really know what more you could possibly ask from a fake Chinese console. And yeah, you know what? I mean, the microphone isn't the greatest quality, but I'm really not sure if that comes down to maybe this used like some sort of cheap replacement part, or that's just the original Nintendo hardware, and that's like the same microphone they've been using since, I don't know, like 04, 03. I forget when the original DS was released, but you get my point. I mean, who knows? It feels surprisingly nice. It feels sturdy, not too hefty, not too heavy. The buttons feel great. I mean, it has everything you could possibly want from a DS console. And, you know, even if you don't use this for your own self, I mean, this would be great for, you know, just giving a guest when you guys want to play games together, whether it be Mario Kart DS or Mario Bros. Or Pokemon. I mean, I really think that for $40, you can't go wrong with this. You know, when you add in a $4, you know, cheap R4 card and a $5 cheap GBA card, I mean, this thing could easily be a emulation beast. You can put anything that you want on this. I mean, obviously, given the circumstances and restrictions, but it's a great console, and I would totally recommend that you get this. And with that, you know, I think it's time to give this video a close. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got as much enjoyment out of Shrek as I did. And link will be provided in the description below. And up next will be that story. You can't make this up. So China thinks that Barry B. Benson and Shrek just has this romance. And so we have a story. We have them getting together, getting all entwined in a duel, if you will. And then you have the offspring. Shrek. And then you have Shrek behind bars because he can't pay the child support of their children. And so the child is